What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go over 5 things that I love about my 2006 Charger SRT8. I can go on and on about how much I like about this car and all the things, little quirks and features that this thing might have, but we're going to focus on the 5 primary ones. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I love about it is the styling. For this car being an 06, it aged very, very well. From the aggressive front nose here, with the larger lower air dam, all the way up to this rather large hood scoop. The front end of this car is still aggressive, turns heads, and it adds an overall amazing profile to the car. Especially when you come along to the side here, the profiling is very nice. You squat on down, you can see just that aggressive muscle car look to it. Flanked with those gorgeous 5-spoke wheels, really adds a nice presence. You can come along to the back. Even the back has some demeanor too. Coming along back, you have these large dual exit exhaust pipes. Now, these are custom, but they are the same size as the original ones. Just a little different. You can see with that actual functioning rear spoiler, the rear of the car just looks absolutely fantastic. You can add even more meat to the tires. These are 245 section tires. These are just a standard street tire. You can go all the way up to a 305 without spacers and drive it comfortably. Just the overall presence of this car, for it being an 06 car, still holds up to this day. Even though the 2011 to 14 cars, the current generation Chargers, people will say that these look much better. In my opinion, this is the best looking one. The next thing that I love about this car is the sound. The sound is sourced from a 6.1 liter Hemi V8 featuring a X-pipe and full 3-inch catback from SLP Performance. It is their loudmouth system. It is, well, as they say, loud. It is very loud. But the thing that I also like about it is that it can be very quiet. When just idling, it has a good idle low rumble that's not too loud. But it also can be very, very loud when you especially get on the throttle. Let's take a listen to it here at idle. You can hear that it's got a nice tone, nice low rumble to it. The exhaust is made out of 409 grade stainless steel, so it has a very long service life. It can last 10 plus years. And when you get out in this car, boy does it sound good. But I especially like the idle tone. Up high, when you get up to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 RPM, this thing will scream. I can insert a clip here. And the overall tone of that is just unmatched. You could do a different exhaust if you wanted to. This car came with the SLP. My other car did have a pipes exhaust that was a little bit of a tighter fit, but it provided the same tone, but a little bit quieter idle. Now it's completely up to you what exhaust tone you want. You could stick with the factory exhaust, which in my opinion is pretty quiet, or there were multiple manufacturers out there. Pipes exhaust, SLP exhaust, more notably Borla exhaust, that can provide you the right tone that you're looking for. Another thing that I love about this car is the practicality. This car being 4 doors, you can comfortably take your family out to dinner, go to the grocery store, and have plenty of space to carry things about you. We open it up here. You can see we have a glove box, full center console. Got a little storage compartment there should you wish to like place your phone or something. Another little small tray right there. And these seats are very comfortable. Go to the back seats here. You see you got plenty of space. You even have a little cup holder thing here. And these seats are folding. They are a 60-40 split seat. So you can fold them down. Got pockets on the side of the doors too. Then if we come around to the back, the trunk, got the key here. Just get this open. The trunk has a lot of space too. See, I got a lot of things in here. A couple lawn chairs for car shows. I got my cleaning box, a couple rags. I got my wheel bearings right here, which I will be doing an installation video on soon. Extra torque converter, extra tools, and I still got lots of room left. This is probably my favorite part about this, is you can just carry so much crap in here, it's not even funny. And speaking of that interior, let's talk about it. You open it up from the driver's side. You are greeted with, like I said, the half leather, half suede seats, which are heated. Inside, you have a nice 4-spoke steering wheel, which has access to a lot of your radio controls here. Music, you can mess with your data inside. Pages for your car, important pages. I can turn it on here in just a second. And then navigation. Some of these cars will be spec'd with navigation, like this one has here. Or you'll have a standard CD FM player. And when you get this disc here, you will also have access to the Sirius XM satellite radio. This one, I do not know where the module is, so it does not work. Normally it's up over here. It'd be facing like probably right in this general area here. And this also introduces you to your Uconnect. This car does have Bluetooth. This is the first iteration of it. Unfortunately, it does not have Bluetooth audio, so you would need a connector going through your cigarette lighter right here to sync to your radio if you want music. Now, I will be eventually getting an Apple CarPlay head unit for this, so I can have all of the things I need whenever I want to road trip this car, or just small little trips where I don't know where I'm going. So if we turn the vehicle onto the run mode, we won't be starting it. You can see we have a bunch of different pages here. This is actually the hidden menu. I have a short video on how to access that. You can find that on my page. You can see we have your compass and temperature. We open this up using this button here. You can see your average miles to the gallon. You can reset it. Range, your trip data, the timer. You can set up your units if you want them in US or metric system. Now clicking this button again, you can scroll through all of the other pages. So clicking that, you can see if you have an active phone or not, if your navigation system is on or off, system warnings or any system information. Like right now it's going to show that the door is open, but you can go through, see your oil pressures, your oil temperature, tire pressures there, personal settings if you want to have your languages set differently, the doors, if you want them to unlock automatically or not, set speeds for it. Going through, there's your fuel economy again. And then there's the hidden menu. Allow me to access the hidden menu really quick. Now here on the second menu, you can see there's a lot more to it. You got speed readout, live RPM readout, engine temperature, battery voltage. You can see different other settings. Still have no idea what some of this stuff is. I don't know if it's average temperatures, tracked throughout the day or anything like that. Your compass, your pedal position, that's probably one of my favorite features. So if I put my foot on the gas, you can see that the more I put on it, it's going to show your pedal position, how much on a percentage scale. Got other different features here that I'm still trying to figure out what it is. There's nothing in the owner's manual about it. Door chimes, another oil pressure reader, your live speedometer. This is usually what I'll have it on. And then your software info. This shows your part number for your car's ECU, the date it was programmed, and what version software you're on. And then you go back to this menu. Overall, there's a lot of features on this car that I didn't expect to find. And like I said, this interior, it is actually a 3-tone color with the black and the gray, and it's a slightly gray brown up here with a functioning sunroof. These seats are very comfortable. They don't burn you, thankfully. You know, when you live in a warmer climate, you don't want it to burn you, and they are heated. The last and final thing that I love about this car is the performance. That 6.1 Hemi V8 might have its problems, but when you take care of it, you let it go, this thing is a monster. With the way I have this car set up, 0 to 60 is dispatched in under 4 seconds. I've had this car up past 190 miles an hour. The 5-speed automatic gearbox, despite it being old and it being outclassed now by the 8 speeds found in the newer Chargers and Challengers and the competitors' 10 speeds found in the Mustang and the Camaro, this car does still hold its own. The gearing is quite long, but that also allows you to have better fuel economy, which, speaking of fuel economy, this car does pretty well for a road trip car. Taking this car up north about 250 miles, I was averaging about 25 miles to the gallon at about 80 miles an hour, just letting the cruise control do its thing. Around the track, with the Bilstein suspension that I have on this car, there is very minimal body roll. This thing can corner absolutely amazingly. Now, unfortunately, I am not able to compare it to anything other than a Mustang EcoBoost. The Mustang EcoBoost does have a little more body roll than this, but then that was just a base model car that did not have the Magna Ride or whatever they call it. This car does feature 4-piston Brembo brakes, front and rear. My car has drilled and slotted front rotors, which help bring this thing to a stop really quickly. Now, I am going to be upgrading to a 6-piston setup very soon, which I will also have a video on. Still undecided if I'm going to go Brembo or Willwood, but either way, the performance of this car around a track will be fantastic. For those who are wondering quarter mile times, my personal best in this car is a 12.2 second quarter mile at 110 miles an hour. I do plan on taking it back up there again. I am doing more. I have new coil packs. I'm going to be getting a new tune. I will be running a better tire this time. I'm going to try out the Aturo tires, new drag radial. But to sum it up, this car can definitely hang with a lot of the new cars. I've raced and beaten Scat Packs. I've raced and beaten 5.0 Mustangs and Camaro V8s. Unfortunately, the thing does not have what it takes to hang out with the Hellcats and the ZL1s and the GT500s, but that's not what this is for. This car was made to have fun, turn heads, and just enjoy yourself without getting in too much trouble. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. 5 things that I absolutely love about this car. Would you consider getting one? Leave a comment down below. Until the next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.